you literally get good karma for donating, and so I'm just making a game feature that represents that. I guess. um, I excuse me. I yeah, I'm also sorry about the last few days and that I haven't been keeping a good stream schedule because I intend to and I want to and actually I'm thinking of but like yeah, so I don't know. I'm still not. I still. Well, I'll type and talk at the same time. I still don't know like what is like the right schedule, right? Oh, Tom Ashley. Hey, yeah. Side Quest is the game that's actually happening right on the bottom of the screen here. It it plays out through Twitch chat, so keep an eye out for Trusty Bard, and he'll tell you what happens in the game as it plays out. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what is the right schedule to have. So. So for example, this weekend I'm gonna try streaming this weekend, uh, and yeah, because like I've done it a few times, but like mostly on like weird like occasions, and I've like I don't know. I heard recently that oops, I'm writing this backwards. What do I want to say? Most recent donor. Uh, donor equals yeah, I heard actually like the slowest day on Twitch is actually a Tuesday. I don't know if that's like oh whoops, I'm not reading this as a global. I'm not setting this as global yet. Oh, and I need to set these as global too. uh so most recent donor or global, yeah. So yeah, I was thinking like instead of I don't know if like if weekend streaming is like oh wait, you're thinking of pushing your game over to an ICS for that would be that would be awesome. Apparently you can still apparently sorry, I was just wondering who was here. Oh, I tuned out of chat for a while. I should probably catch up on chat too. Sorry. um uh yeah. So yeah. So if Tuesdays are like slower days and like but the weekends are like busier, like or if people I don't know, because like sometimes you have free time on the weekend that you don't have during like the weekday, but I can like set my own hours. So like if that yeah, so if that would be something that people were into, I was thinking I could try that. And then like yeah, so apparently like Tuesdays are a slow day on Twitch, so like maybe that would be a better day to take off and um yeah, so I yeah, well, like the overall gist is like again like I'm still like well, so I've been distracted a little bit lately because of the panel that I'm working on too, and although the panel's not for another month, I hey good job swimming, guys. Uh, the yeah, the panel's not for another month, but this what I did on Monday. The reason I wasn't streaming on Monday is because oh no. Uh, hold on, let me oh yeah, that's the other thing is I need to okay, good. Yeah, okay, okay, good. It does yeah, it comes through I do get I get notifications like in another format too. Hey, congratulations to whoever that is that's leveling up. Uh so whoa. I'm sorry, I'm just like looking at my inbox right now. Like has like a bunch of messages. And I don't know what these messages mean yet exactly. Um but wait, yeah, okay, yeah. It says I got so it's kind of funny because on I guess on my other notification panel it comes through or like on my for the emails it comes through uh with a different name. Like it's probably like a name associated with something else. So I won't I probably shouldn't say that. Yeah, no, I shouldn't say this out loud. But I'll assume that's you. And so, so Corpse, I'm assuming I'm seeing yours now. And so thank you again. Yeah, because it did go through. I don't know why it didn't show up. Hold on. I restarted the panel once I changed the volume, but, I mean, it should, I don't, I mean, it's still I remembered to load it again. It's this big blue thing is the new notifications panel, which is why the text turns blue for a second right before it shows up. I'll just try restarting it again because I don't know what that is about. Or sorry, I'm just going to switch over to Facecam for just a second. But thank you very much. Thank you for thank you for. Was it another $2? Thank you. I I'm really impressed with your generosity because like I don't know. I I I don't know. I don't know. I like part of the reason I kept putting off like setting up a donate button. Like people told me like set up a donate button, set up a donate button. And I was like yeah. But I just assumed it would actually never get used. So I was apparently very wrong. And so thank you guys for proving me wrong. All right, hold on. I'm gonna shut that down. It might look weird on screen. Yeah, that weird thing shows up for a second. But hold on. Let's launch this again. All right. I hope this works. And then since it didn't work, since we didn't get to hear the sound again, here I'll just do a test run of it, and so it'll say like test account has donated $0, but it should play again in just a second. So this is the one for pretend it says the right thing. Pretend it says the right thing. Sorry. If I'm giggling more than usual, I apologize. I just just like literally life to me is funny right now. So like all I have to be is like alive to to just be amused. What am I doing here? So I'm setting up the most recent donator. Okay, and then that's the data that we read in because we know that it's all like we know if the other thing changed, then it's just a single name, so we can assume that this changed. And like we could even do this, like we could just read in the data. No, yeah, this is basically just gonna like cascade. So like if the monthly top changed. Oh no, the monthly top. I was gonna say it checks the session, and then it would check the monthly, and then only if the monthly had changed would it check the all-time top. But that's not necessarily the case. You don't have to be the monthly top donator in order to be the top donator, and like someone doesn't have to be the monthly top donate. Like if the two top donators hadn't donated this month, they might be not in the monthly top, but they could still change places in terms of like the other thing. So okay, so now I just have to because anything changed, we have to now check the idea here is to check both the to check session top. Yeah, no, check all of them. Check session, monthly, and all time separately. Because, again, they could all change independently of each other. Yeah. Hypothetically. I don't think it'll change very much. Hey, if dog then, if you want to, one of the things I was talking about earlier is, like, what should be the all-time top donator, like, special thing that you get. If you want to if you want to help steer that decision making, you will. I think you'll probably be the first person to get it. So, like I said earlier, I'm thinking it might be a crown, because like I was thinking it could be like a scepter or something. Like it could be like a royal like staff. But like I was thinking like in terms of the character art, in terms of like swapping one piece out, like it might be like swapping out like whatever a headpiece would be for a crown. Like I feel like that might be like a uh, that might be like a less of an interference, or like because like if you're like a cool like gladiator dude and you have like a giant shield or something, and then all of a sudden your shield turns into a scepter just because you became the top donator, like that might seem like not a good thing necessarily. But if you're like a gladiator and then you get like all of a sudden like this awesome crown, like I don't know, like I don't know. I was thinking that might be, I don't know. And I'm not even gonna work on that immediately, but just something to think about. Uh, so oh interesting, because yeah, oh, okay, this data is not going to get associated with players. This data is going to get read when a player gets drawn on screen, because it just occurred to me like, well, yeah, because like when this gets updated, like when this changes, like when like for example like the most recent donator, like there's going to be a special effect. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, it's going to be something silly on the most recent donator. Whoever's most recent gets like a, I don't know, just like a special little whatever. And every time that changes, like in order to get it to take it off of the previous player, then I'll have to in order to take it off the previous player, yeah, I'd have to know who that player is, which I guess I could do because like before I overwrite that data, I could look up that player and take it off them. But yeah, no, I think because I don't strictly need to save this data out in another location, I'll probably just keep it in this one source. This will be like this data that I'm setting up here will be like the definitive source, and then when players, yeah, so players will keep this data a little bit, but it's when they enter once they enter the procession, once they enter the on-screen parade, they'll get tagged as like one or multiple of these things, and then they'll get their special graphics. I say multiple because you can be like a monthly, you can be an all-time top donor without being wait, no, you can be a monthly, you can be an, wait, hold on. You can be an all-time top donor plural and the monthly top singular, and I want to reflect both of those things, because if I considered monthly top singular or all-time plural to overwrite each other, like let's say you're the top 3 of all time and you're the number 1 top for the month, those are like two separate and important distinctions. So so it'll be slightly interesting how this gets set up, because there'll essentially be like 2 parts to it, and there might be a little bit of mix and matching going on. So it might not be I think he's there. If I looked puzzled for a second there, I was looking at chat and I was like, I don't remember writing that event, but it was like, no, yeah, no, that was you. uh, so you know what's funny, Zara, is that I think this is like, yeah, I took a, this isn't funny, this is a, maybe, I don't know, it's not funny per se. Everything's, like I said, everything's funny to me right now. But I had conditional dice rolls as a thing. And I took them off the list because I didn't think that they would get used, but, wait, yeah, I'm gonna put them back on, because, like, what you just said would be like an example of where I would have used conditional dice rolls. So, alright, sorry, just a quick aside, I'm going to put those back on the list. I'm not going to do them right now, but I'll put them pretty high, because, like, they are apparently useful. Alright, so, the, what was I doing here? Oh, yeah, right, so, just down the list, the next is global session, top, raw, top plural raw, excuse me. Excuse me. I was just amused by chat. So global session top plural raw. Oh, you know what else I could do, 0? If it would help. I don't know if this would help necessarily, but I could like when you're rolling multiple dice, I could give you the individual dice rolls too, like because right now you roll 2d4 and it says 4 out of 8. Uh, well, yeah. So I was gonna say, oh, okay, yeah. You were rolling it like for each adventure. Yeah, if there are gonna be situations where you need to roll the same dice multiple times, like I could, I'm sure I could rig that to work somehow. So like maybe like 2d4x4 or something like that, and that would be 2d4 4 times, and then it would print it out like because like instead of you having to like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, that might be convenient. So okay, yeah. Well, I normally don't take suggestions, but considering you just suggested the thing that I just finished explaining, then that we can pretend it was a suggestion. um, okay. So I'll call that multi-rolls. Oh, and I'll put that above SideQuest on Twitter, because SideQuest on Twitter is going to be kind of a big thing. Yeah, the next big feature that I want to work on is a bunch of people I know are making Twitter bots, and I'm like, hey, that seems like fun. You know what I could do? Because like this game runs entirely on text, and so I'm thinking like the gist of that is basically going to be Trusty Bard. I don't, yeah. So the I don't. I might make it so that it only works for events that are under 140 characters. But yeah, I was just thinking like for characters for events that are that for like a lot of events are like fairly concise. So for some of them, Trusty Bard would be able to tweet it out, and then the idea is that you would be able to respond on Twitter and participate in events like even when you're not here. I don't know. I might, I don't know. I want to at least try that. I don't know I don't know how it's going to work, but there's exactly one way to find that out. So, oh, this should be, whoops, yeah, no, I'm not supposed to do the global first. I'm supposed to say, with open, stream data. Remember that time I got like a ton of donations? Oh, that was good. Excuse me. Good times. uh, so, hey, I'm talking then. Congratulations. Level 8 is it? I can't read. I also don't need to have OBS open. Not right now. All right. So, stream data. Path plus slash what is this one? This is most or no, this is a session top donators excuse me, .txt as whoops, close that quote, and the parentheses as SED data. Excuse me. Okay. So, with all that good stuff. So yeah, it was good to see you. Oh yeah, so the reason I don't take okay. Oh yeah, so fun. Yeah, so fun fact. The reason I don't take suggestions is because, well, so the reason I haven't been taking suggestions is because until now, I've been my monetization strategy, which is my fancy term for not being homeless, is has been to actually like to like actually sell the products that I make on stream. And the legal complications for having like an open collaborative development process, but then monetizing my games, like it's weird, and like there might be something there that works. There's this game, I Drew a Red Box, I think that's what it's called, which is doing something along those lines, and I'm really interested to see how that works out, because if it does work out, that would be really exciting, because I can't afford a lawyer right now, so frankly, like if I got into a legal dispute, it would probably just end me, and I would have to stop streaming. I'd have to stop being an independent developer, and probably have to go work in a game factory somewhere. There are worse fates again, but I'm really still trying to make this work. And so the reason I can work while I talk. So the reason I've been working independently instead of working collaboratively with everyone has been part of my don't be homeless strategy. So this is actually very relevant to today because it's been something I've been thinking about all week. If I can support myself just through like donations and just through that's why I said of the Patreon, is because like if I can support myself that way, then I can do that. That's literally the only reason that's the only thing that's been stopping me. And so actually the reason that I've decided to actually try out like this don't be homeless strategy is I want that. I think it would be a lot of fun if we could all work collaboratively. So I don't know. It's going well so far. Well, So the other thing I do like in my spare time is I try and figure out ways that I can spend less and less money. So that way, because the lower I can bring that number, the more the more realistic it becomes. So it's I don't know. There's definitely like a magic number at which I can totally do that, because once I hit that magic number, then like I can at least, I don't really have to worry about other stuff. But as I get like even as I get closer to that, like I can like I was thinking like last week I was thinking maybe I would do a stream jam this week, but then thinking about that and like all of this stuff, I said I was going to type and talk at the same time, but I'm not doing that. So if this is supposed to be if std data, if I can get closer to that, I was thinking of, instead of doing like a signal jam and just doing like a one-off project, like actually starting a collaborative project. Because the thing I can do is like, when I'm still in that like that big gray area where it's unclear like whether this is actually going to work out, like I can still spend some time on that. Like there's no reason that I can't oh wait, sorry, hold on. Oh. That is not a failed attempt. Sorry, it took me a second. .txt. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. David. I did forget .txt. Thank you. Whoops. Zero, no, that's really good. Hold on, I'm gonna open that on my main screen. Zero said this was a quote-unquote failed attempt. Oh, actually, Zero's a mod, so you can see the link that he posted. I'll put it on stream anyways. This is a quote-unquote failed attempt. Well, you know what? I would catch that. I would throw a Pokeball at that. How's that? 420 followers. Good job. That is awesome. Wow. You're definitely, you have more momentum in that regard than I do. I've kind of stalled in terms of followers. Like I've had like 500 followers for like a while now. I'm not complaining. I just I don't know. I should like actually put time in, like, not if I'm gonna actually like try and like stream as like a vocation. I should put more time into like actually promoting my stream. I've like basically never told anyone about my stream. Everyone who knows about my stream found it on their own. Not literally, but like I'm sure like 99% of the people in here can attest that they're just kind of like, they're like, oh, what's this? All right, I'll try that if dog then sometime. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so this is the case where if those don't equal, then we'll say lines equals std. I'm a child. Wait, no. Dot read. Excuse me. Dot split again on the comma space character pair. And yes, and then just like before, global global session why do I keep on spelling it session? Global session top plural session top plural equals an empty list. And then so for li in lines session session. Maybe I should just call it session because that's what my fingers want it to be called. Top plural dot append so li dot split again on the colon character. Index 0, which is legit. Apparently this is totally legit. I can just index that split operation, index 0, and get the first half of it. It worked before. And then, so then then we can say session top plural. Sorry, I'm going to mute the microphone for just a second. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just hopefully going to stop coughing on camera. Let's see if we can get that to happen. Sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I'm back. I wasn't gone for long. I'm going to, I run into, I run under it and open my mouth pointed upwards to eat it as it lands. Excuse me. That was just super important. Oh yeah, the dots. I don't know what those dots are. I think they're like, I think it's like a species of alien insects that followed me back from space. I think. I'm not sure though. All right, so that is session. Oh yeah, wait. The other thing. So then the other thing that we do is if session top session top change, then we also say with wait a second. I'm forgetting something here, aren't I? No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. The thing that I thought I forgot, I'm literally doing it as we speak. All right. So with open stream data path plus slash session top donator singular. Wait, do I? Sorry, it just occurred to me. Is this gonna be sorted? Yeah, I think I actually don't. I think I don't need both of these files because I think this list is going to be sorted. So I think it's actually redundant to check both of these things because I think it's actually just always going to be. Was this one going to be in the correct order? This one might also be in the correct order. I'm not sure. It's not going to hurt to double check that. But this one, I mean, this one's literally sorted in order. It literally goes like highest to lowest. And then for the ties, it seems to put it, in alphabetical order? No, just like an arbitrary order. Or maybe order of occurrence or something. Did I say thank you to everyone who donated? Did I say thank you like 100 times? Because I was supposed to say it like 100 times, I think. Um, so, I hope I adequately, I hope I'm adequately expressing my gratitude because I don't know if I actually can, but I'm gonna keep trying. So, uh, thank you for one, and and then also thank you for two. So this will be uh, STSD. I don't know. That's kind of backwards, but whatever. Uh, Data. Wait, I just decided this was redundant. I just decided that I don't actually need to do this. Yeah, right? Yeah. No, I can just say I don't need to open this data. Yeah, so I'm so oh, but that doesn't actually change any of yeah, so it's all set up correctly. I just don't need to open any new files to do this. I'm just gonna say session ses- session oh so actually yeah, I don't need to keep track of don't need to keep track of the singulars because it's always going to be index 0. The top one is always going to be index 0. I feel like, right? Uh, Let me see if that's consistent in other contexts. Yeah, it seems to be. I'm gonna assume that that is in fact correct for now, and then if it turns out that I'm mistaken, then I will repent and no, I will. I'll fix that later. And so now I can stop saying plural all over the place because there's no longer a difference between that, and that was kind of irking me. So, uh, all right, yes. So actually, I should highlight all the places where I'd put plural because I'm sure I have to change all of them. So wait, this is the first time oh yeah, okay. So I don't reference plural up there. I do reference it here though. Alright, I think that's all of it. Oh yeah, and actually no, I can get rid of this one altogether. No, that one's good. That one's good. That one's correct. Okay. Yeah, and so now I can just repeat this pattern twice more for monthly and for all time. Oops. What did I just do? Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay. So for monthly, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be pretty straightforward, I think. Monthly top donators at txt. This will be. I mean, I could just keep it named the same thing because we don't have these open at the same time. But whatever. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna replace all of these with just instead of std data, just td data. Wait, what? Replace text. What are you doing? Why are you not replacing text? Search, replace text. There we go. std data with t data or td data. Yeah. Replace, find, replace. Yay, good. Alright, but yeah, so then the things I have to change are, yeah, this is not, this is not session, this is monthly. This is not session, this is monthly. 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 and then this one is all time, which apparently. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they do it as 2 words, but I also did it as 2 words. So there you go. Uh, excuse me. All right. So replace session with all time. Replace. In fact, I could literally use that replace widget that is open at the bottom of the screen. I could use that replace widget that is open at this very moment. So, oh, what? What is Trusty Bard doing? Oh, there's not an event active. Oh, because the event started with the Hark wasn't well formed in the event, so that the event technically never started. So the good thing is it did conclude in as much as it ever existed, but technically that event just didn't exist. So sorry, yeah, because like the first message said pound Hark instead of Hark, so sorry. But the good news is if you did that event right now, it would work, hypothetically. um, um, I know. I wish I was better at like. I mean, I can make some. I could. You know, I'll add that to the backlog. I'll add a thing to go through and. Oh, sorry, my browsers are in the wrong order, so I keep clicking on the wrong thing. But I can do a thing to. Like I'm not like a. I don't have much experience like parsing text, but I understand the fundamentals there, so I should move this up just in case it happens. But I can say so like beef up text filtering, because yeah, for like little things like that, I like that one I could have figured that one out, because like what I can do is instead of checking if the first word equals Hark, I could check if the first word contains Hark. So that way, if you accidentally do like Hark, and I could also like check for like not just Hark exclamation point, I could also check for like Hark the number 1, because like sometimes you try and type an exclamation point and you accidentally type a 1. That's not. I mean, you wouldn't do that on a digital keyboard, but you might do that accidentally on a virtual keyboard, or excuse me, not on a virtual keyboard, on like a tactile keyboard, or like a physical. Okay, so beef up text filtering. And I'm sure there are a lot of little things like that I can go back and check up. So I'll do that's so yeah, I'll include that. So with conditional dice rolls, and actually conditional dice rolls is a bigger task. So I'll put multi-rolls, because that one should be fairly straightforward. Beefing up text filtering should be fairly straightforward. And then yeah, side quest on Twitter. That's the next like big thing that I want to work on. But I'll do the convenience things first to get them back in shape. Yeah. Did I finish this or no? It's still in progress. Whoop. That's not my clipboard anymore. All time. And last but not least, all time. Oops. Not that. L's, not S's. All time. Oops. Okay. Yes, good. Good, yes, good. Good, yes, good. Yeah. And then that might be it. That might be, excuse me. Okay. Okay, I think this is legit. So now at startup we should load stream data. I'm allowed to say to do it before we actually declare what it is. Is that legit? Nope, you don't like that. Fine. Alright, so I'll move this up with the other definitions. Oops. What did I just do? Oh, I cut and then I undid. So wait, so redo. Alright, so it should be on the clipboard, hopefully. So here are other definitions. Here they are. Wait, why is this indented? Oh, those are part of the environment. So that's actually part of the class definitions section. So all right, here are where our other definitions live. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so now we can load stream data here, and then we'll also load stream data on intervals, and that will give us that'll keep us data full. The game will then at that point be up to date on the goings-ons and the happenings of these data files and like as they're getting updated. And as long as this program continues to work, which it seems to work. It wasn't working for a little while because apparently when I had the settings window open, I guess because I could be changing the formatting, so it doesn't. It probably rewrites them all after I leave that thing because I could have changed the formatting. So yeah, so as long as I remember to keep that open and not in the settings mode, that should work. So yeah, excuse me. All right. So what's yeah, just as a point of order, if I laugh and then don't explain why I laughed, it's it's just because I'm in a good mood, I guess. Oh man, my face is literally like really warm right now. It's literally like a source of heat. I could like plug my computer into my face right now and just power it off of that, I think. Probably. Okay. I'm guessing my face is probably really red too. It's probably been really red for a while. I bet if I'd been using a red screen instead of a green screen, I probably would have been invisible. Okay, yeah. So there's yeah. So I need so I have like all these like variables, and that's cool. But I need like stream data time and equals 0, or no, actually stream data. Oh yeah, so actually I don't need to call load stream data right here because I'll just set the stream data time to 0 and the stream data cooldown equals I'll try 20 seconds. Like I can always bring that down if like no, I mean this should work fine as long as we don't get more than 25 donations in a 20-second window, which I think we're still I think we're still good. I don't think we got quite that high earlier. So excuse me. Okay, so yes, then now at on update we can just say we might as well just do this first. So if stream data time is less than frame time, then that is time to load stream data. And that's all there is to it. Oh no, that's not true. The last thing that we do is we say stream data time equals frame time plus stream data cooldown. Cooldown, not disconnect. Yes. Good job, Zero. And everyone. So, save that and then yes, now it's just about using that data. And for that we will say, oh yeah, okay, so I do need to add like something to the character data because we don't want to check this constantly. We just want to check this we just want to um, uh, I I tend to imagine Trusty Bard kind of like a very polite like butler type character. So like maybe he does resent us for for what we do and whatever. But he's so polite that he would never actually deviate from his job as Bard. Except when he crashes. He does occasionally crash. Why am I up here? I was going to, yeah, change the adventure to add a little extra data to it. Basically, we just need to, yeah, so basically, so characters are now going to have a quality called Karma. And Karma is just going to be a list. And when it's time to blit the character, we just blit, before we blit the character, we blit its Karma list. And its Karma list will just be like, Karmalist. Karmalist sounds like something that is the most caramel, like like caramel, like caramel, however you pronounce it. The most okay. Sorry. Oh yeah. So the other thing that we'll have to do is load in like these things, right? Because we need I'm gonna use a dictionary. I think. The yeah, I'm gonna make a like a karma dictionary, and so the karma dictionary is just gonna keep track of like what are the distinctions that you could have, and yeah, so where should I put this? I guess I'll put it in the place where we load stuff in, I guess. Oh, it'll be right here, which is convenient. Okay, so let's say karma list equals. So yeah, what are these? So most recent is one of them. Most recent is a possible distinction. Oh. Oh wait, I might want to do this differently. Yeah, no, you know what? Excuse me. I might want to do this differently because it's possible that like if someone is the most recent donator, they might stop being the most recent donator before they get a chance to march across the screen. And I still want them to at least have that show up once, at least once. If you donate money, would I sing a song? Yes. I think so. How about this? If you donate money, I'll try to sing a song. I think I sang Darude on stream, Darude Sandstorm on stream one time. I don't remember it. Oh yeah, so the thing I was talking about the assignment thing, that changes how I plan to attribute this stuff. Specifically, when I look, I think like yeah, so like I was saying, when the character enters the screen, like right when they step on screen, that's one time that we're going to calculate like what should these bonuses be. But we're going to give these bonuses to players at the time that they're given as well. Oh. Huh. That one might be tougher. Because, oh. Yeah, so the other thing is there's going to be a new queue. There's going to be a, yeah, okay. Okay. So this should be a little bit more straightforward. I was just thinking, like, someone could miss out on the most recent donor thing if multiple donations come in shorter than a 20 So maybe I should just not do the most recent donor. Most recent donator. Maybe I shouldn't do that one because that one's gonna be the hardest to track because that one changes. That one can change. Hey, the most recent one changes probably at a granularity that I just can't keep track of. Well, so there is that other thing that we noticed is that whenever like the timestamps, like maybe I should just use a different approach for the timestamps. Oh yeah, Mr. David, it was great to have you here. I hope to see you again sometime. Um, um, so yeah, I could just take it. Yeah, I'll probably hold off on most recent for now because if I do most recent, which I want to do, I'll have to do it in a different way because that one just isn't in the same manner. So uh, uh, let's all right. So let's say there is so what are the other ones that we want instead? So all time top. All time. All right, this is where we have to keep track of all time top. Singular. Uh, singular. Singular. All time top plural. Oh, should I separate this out? Because the singulars and the plurals are like two different things, actually. Yeah, top. Because if you're the all-time top, then oh no, you can be the all-time top and not be the monthly top. But if you're both, hmm, I can make these like all additive. I can make it so that like each of these adds like something. Each of these adds like something. And if you're literally all of them all at the same time, then you would just be like this like glowing like orb of like sorry, I was just reading chat. Oh yeah, this is also supposed to be these are supposed to be strings, not tokens. So yeah. Yeah, maybe these are just strictly additive. Okay. I'll yeah, that idea that thought amuses me. That like if dog then right now would just be like this glowing sphere of of like all these effects. So I just want to I have an opportunity to test something right now that I'm not going to have tons of opportunities to test. So one thing I'm going to test real quick is what happens if I close and restart this. I just want to see if the session tracker automatically restarts when I close and restart it, or if I have to restart it manually in order to restart the session. Because that'll just be like a... Okay, the session doesn't restart automatically. The session only restarts when I tell it to restart. So that's good. Okay. All right. So all-time top plural. Monthly. Top. Singular. 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 Monthly. Top. Plural. And then session. Oh yeah, so session. Yeah, so session top singular. Singular. uh, session top multi, and then session, or not, sorry, not multi, plural, session plural. All right, so these are all the distinctions that you can possibly have. So yeah, okay. So I think like the tops singular are probably going to be this halo down here, and like the way I have it stacked right now, there's like the inner circle and then the outer circle. I think they're just going to get progressively bigger. Like session top is going to be like session top is going to be the smaller, like about the size of like the this little white inner circle, and then monthly top will be probably about as big as the this other one, and there's going to be like the all time, which is going to be even bigger. And I can get as big with these as I want. The only reason I made it small before is because I was thinking of using transparency. I could make this literally like in yeah. So actually, so yeah, maybe the little white inner circle will be about as big as the session, and then the monthly will actually be a little bit bigger. It'll probably come like up to the shoulders, and then like the all time will probably come up to like the player's head, basically. So like the player will just be like constantly enshrined in like light. And I'll probably use 3 different tones. So like it'll be like white, teal, or like the that light or tone, and then oh yeah. So how is that gonna work actually? Because I would like it to be, huh? Maybe they'll all be the same kind of glow. Well, yeah, I'll have to figure that out once I start working on the visuals again. Oh, and then the last one, yeah. So that's those will be the top will be the halos, and then the plurals will be the sparkles or something to that effect. Oh wait, no, yeah, I keep going back and forth because the other thing I described the all-time top to be is like the crown instead. Maybe I will just go with the special effects because like I don't know. I don't want the one thing I really don't want is for any of these things that you get to be like viewed as like negative or like something, unliked or unwanted. So I don't know, these giant like light eggs I guess could be that, but I think like the giant light eggs don't really take away from anything. Like they just like I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's the other thing is I was planning on animating these. I mean, the animation doesn't matter much because it's going to be very subtle, regardless. But they'll probably just be like a little bit of like a pulse to the auras, and like the shimmers will like sparkle and stuff. Uh, okay, so yeah. Ooh. Okay, so let's start plugging these in uh, to load data. Wait. How did I decide I was going to do this? No, I don't need to do this at load data anymore. The only one I wanted to do at load data was the most recent. So these ones, yeah, no, these ones I can just do at the time that we add characters to the procession, or to the parade as it's called, which happens here. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is I want a new queue. I want a new queue for excuse me, for this because when someone like, for example, when someone becomes the top donator of all time, I want that to be apparent as soon as possible. Or just when people make any donation of any kind, I want that to be apparent as soon as possible. So, yeah. Hmm. Uh, So okay, so yeah, I'll just do that now. It's straightforward enough, I think. So I just wait. How much of this is specific to LQ, and how much of this is so okay? So this is where we the LQ the previous like before donations, the highest priority was when you leveled up. So if CDD is just the player that we pop out of the LQ. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna add this in above. I'm just gonna say for LI in DQ. I should rename these two, but I'm not gonna do it right now. CDD equals DQ is not a thing yet, but I'll make it a thing. Oh yeah, wait a second. Yeah. Just anyone whose name comes up on those lists gets added to the DQ. Oh, wait. Oh, so I guess I do want to do this at load data time. I want to do some of this at load data time. Because we don't need to add literally everyone to the to this list. We only need to add them to this list if technically we only need to add them to this list if they get a new distinction. Because like the all-time top donators list, like we don't need to queue them every time we get a new donation. So yeah, we'll see. I'll do that next or soon. Okay, so yes. So if CDD is in the player dictionary for one thing, that is an important thing to check. In player dict.keys, because we don't have to check the whole dictionary. Those might be equivalent statements. I don't know. What else do we want to check here? Oh yeah, and right, these other things about getting queued and not being in the parade, because those are important as well. So for why don't I check these things for the level up queue? The whole queue and not in parade thing. Queue. Yeah, what? Should I be? I'm thinking I probably should. Oh wait, the length of player dictionary. Oh yeah. How do I use Q? Do I not use Q in the case of level up? I feel like I should. I probably do. Yeah. Wait, I queue up players every time they get experience added. Oh no. Oh no. I only queue. Okay. Wait a second. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. And queue? So I players get queued up when they get added to the game. I think their queue value gets set to true whenever they get added to a queue. I think that's the gist. Yeah, so every time a queue value gets set to true, we should be seeing an append. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that seems consistent. So yeah, so I think I probably should be using Q for the level up dictionary. Where do I add that? That'd be in here, right? LQ. Yeah. So I guess I should. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. I guess because LQ was the first Q, and so it didn't really. Yeah. The only reason they would be in a queue and not have Q value set to true is if they were also in a queue, a superior queue, and they got pulled from that queue first. Because when they get pulled from a queue, they get their Q value gets neutralized. So yes, that would explain that. So I guess I technically don't need to use Q for the new DQ, but I do need to now check it for this other stuff. So if oh yeah, no, that, well, okay, so that's the other thing, is that like the level up, the length of level up, yeah, no, that, I guess that's kind of like a surrogate for it, because as long as level up is non-zero, then they can go through the, yeah. So I should still do the not in parade thing, because it'd be weird if the character was on screen twice at the same time. That might break the illusion a little bit, I think. um, so, so let's say and CDD not in parade. Yeah, so I lied. I don't actually need to use the Q value for level up. Whoop. All right. I feel like I should still check it not in parade for the DQ, because like you could be in the parade and get in the DQ. Like if you donate while you're on screen. I feel like that's still a good check. Maybe it's because well, I guess no, because if they're not in parade, then we do still want to. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm checking it. I'm just not checking it in the same place as before. All right, wow. I'm knocking this out of the park so far. And yeah, just like that, I want to do basically the same thing here. I want to check this separately because wait, CDD, if CDD equals DQ dot pop 0. I meant to say, but apparently forgot. Okay. Right, so then right here also what we want to check is if CDD in parade, then DQ dot append, append CDD. Excuse me, and that's because everything's all quiet all of a sudden. I assume it's just that happens sometimes, but I also, when that happens, I wonder if chat is broken, but because the script hasn't done anything in a while either, so I'll assume everything's fine. Okay. Okay, so DQ dot append CDD. Yes, because that way, like if for whatever reason if the character's already in the parade, we don't necessarily want to rinse them from the queue. We just want to put them back in line, and they'll keep checking until they are able to make it across. Okay, so oh yeah. Yeah. Huh. I was thinking like the logic would be very simple if I just calculated like what of these effects the player should have when they're marching across the screen. But like with the thing about like adding players to the DQ, like because I have to at least go for that level of depth, I should probably do it in a smarter way. And so, for example, at any given time, I should be keeping track of like what are the honors the player has earned, like what's the karma the player has earned, and what's the karma that the player that should actually like show on the character as the character marches across the screen. So, uh, hmm, can I go to that depth though? Because I think if I went to that depth in order to yeah, no, I don't know if I can. I mean, I could do that with a session donator. I could do that with session donator because, like, I mean, just because this program only lists 25 session donators. Again, like this isn't necessarily going to apply to me per se, but like hypothetically, uh, oh, I did think about this before. There is a better way to do it, and I can do that if I need to do it. Right? Yeah. No. For now, for now, I'll just treat it this way. There is there is a another way to. Okay. Yeah. No. I know how I can check for this stuff. Basically, like before yeah. So like what I do with the part where I'm loading in this data, like right now I just like rinse the old lists just to reset them. But before I do that, I should be checking the lists. I should basically be diffing the lists, um, just to see who has joined the list in any given case. Because actually, not just who's joined the list. I should be checking two things. I should be checking if the index 0 has changed. So yeah, maybe I should just do this smarter. Like I'm doing it the quick way. Like I said before, it's quicker to just like rinse the list and start and put it back together again. But because I have to actually extract this data, then maybe I should do it the slightly more complex way. It's not that much more complex, so yeah. All right, so deque cd.append else. What do we do in this case? This is the case where we set uh, their camera. So for yeah. So we check. There are three tops to check. So if all time top index 0 equals name, that is the case wherein player dict dot no index name dot karma dot append that would be karma list index 0 because 0 is all-time top. And we're not working with name here, sorry. Name is actually CDD in this context. Oh. Huh. We should rinse karma lists a lot. No. When do we rinse karma lists? Or do we just always calculate this stuff? Maybe it's not that. Yeah, maybe it's not that we. Maybe we just always calculate this for every player who walks across the screen. Yeah. Yeah? Is that excessive? Maybe. But it's excessive for the sake of cleanliness. Or it's like, I mean, it's a lot of checking, but it's a lot of checking so that we don't have to. Huh. Actually, no. Maybe this amount of checking is enough to rationalize taking a more in-depth approach to. No, this is fine. Okay. So in the else case, no, yeah. So in the else case, n advance, or excuse me, I always say that, but it's actually next adventure, not next advance. Equals cdd, and what else? I don't think we actually have to change anything else because I mean we tend to print the q. No, yeah. I mean we print lq, so we might as well print dq. So print dq'd, which sounds like, wait, dq. What is dq? No, dc means disconnected. dq, dequalified, right? Disqualified. I was like, I know that stands for something. I feel like that stands for something. Okay. Cool. Is that all? I think that's all I actually need to do here. Yeah. All right. And then yeah, so DQ still isn't a thing. Oh yeah, so then the other thing is that now this whole business, we only have to check this if we haven't already found a next adventure. So like with the other ones, if n adv equals, oh, break, I need a break, equals the empty string. Right, I need to, this is a loop, so I should be breaking here. Oh wait, what? Oh no, I should be breaking here. Yes, okay. Good, good, good. Alright, and then, yeah. The rest of that seems to be in order, I think. So, right, so now, yeah, so now for every player, in this part where we set up that player, we should be saying, so if, oh yeah, actually we can, I can do this in the reverse order. So the first thing I should check is if, n_adv, what's the name of our player, if n_adv next adventure in, all time top. We can check that first, because if they're in all time top, then, n_adv, yeah, what was it? It was player dictionary, player dict, index n_adv, dot karma dot append. Oh wait. Oh, so the first thing actually we should do is to rinse the karma. So yeah, because we're recalculating the karma, and we don't want to append it. We don't have to reappend it if it's already there. So yeah, all right. Okay, so if next adventure in all time top, then we know that they have karma list index 1, because I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me double check. But I'm pretty sure karma list index 1 is yeah. So it goes top singular, top plural, month singular, month plural, session singular, session plural, session plural. Because session, it actually is session top plural, session top singular, session top plural, and then session plural. Okay. So yeah. Excuse me. It's a little bit silly, but I was gonna make tokens and the tokens were. No, this is fine. Okay. I'll just use karma list. It's slightly abstract, but oh, sorry, Dairy Queen. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to read that. All right. Okay, so if n advance in all time top, the other thing we can check is because if next adventure is not even in all time top, then we don't have to check if they're first, because they're clearly not first if they're not in the list at all. So if n equals all time top index 0, then we can also append, because yeah, I think the approach that I'm taking with this is just to stack all of these things on top of each other. Oh, so actually, hey. So hey, I should put these in. I should actually order the karma list. Oh yeah, so I shouldn't use these indexes because I should actually change the order of the karma list so that it blits in. Ooh, wait. Yeah. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Cause uh so maybe yeah, I need to they need to blit in a certain order. And if they don't, then it'll like the graphics will look all messed up. So I think what I might do is hey Steeler, how's it going? Welcome. Uh um what do I want to do here? Uh I want to put all the karma together, and then I want to sort the karma list, or not the karma list, but the individual players' karma list. So, what's the best way to do that? I could just literally like name the strings in the order that I want to blit them, or maybe this is the correct order. Because if this is the correct order, well, actually, this could be the correct order because each of these are supposed to be like bigger than the ones that follow. So I mean, like I know the singulars would work out because like the big one is supposed to blit in the back, and then the medium-sized one is supposed to blit in front of it, and then the smaller one is supposed to blit in front of it. But oh, cool. Haircuts are one of my favorite things, or one of my least favorite things, depending on how it turns out. How did yours turn out? um, all right, so. Yeah, so are the plurals fine? Yeah, I could just make it so that the plurals are fine. Because they're mostly going to be like, hmm. I don't know exactly. But I can just like make it so that they are correct. I can just say like, yes, those are going to be correct. I hereby declare. So, all right, yeah, so that could be the correct order. And so, oh, but I do still need to sort the list. So, yeah, no, I can just make sure that they get added in the correct order. Yeah, that's simple. So like I can still run this check. As such, I just have to make sure that the karma list, like these checks are all run in the correct order. So for example, we will append karma list 1 just for having met that previous criteria, but before we even append that, we're going to check for karma list 0. And this is that case, and then so this is the case where we would append karma list 0. So yes. So if both of these evaluate true, then not only are they on the all-time top list, but they are number 1 on the all-time top list. So there's that. So oh, people stopped complaining about how loud the noise was earlier. I was a mess earlier, but I think I did turn down the volume of the trumpet noises, and then no one complained. Oh, did people complain after that? I forget. Hopefully not as much. The funny thing is, like, the follow noise is actually louder than the trumpet noise. And like it always has been that way. But no one's ever complained about the follow noise. Maybe I should turn it down. Maybe everyone's just been too polite. Maybe people only complained about the trumpet noise because it was so prolonged. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Sorry, just one second. I'm switching over to Facecam, but only because I'm opening my secret control panels. I could probably show this on stream. I'm just concerned it's gonna accidentally like reveal like some weird token, and then hacksaws will be like hacksaws, and then etc. etc. So alright, so let's bring that down to 70. save settings, and I'm gonna relaunch it too. So there's probably gonna be that little like weird bar that shows up right there. Yeah, there it is. And hopefully it'll go away once I bring this back and toggle it. And hopefully that'll work now. All right. Hopefully. Uh, okay, so uh, sorry. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who donated to the stream. I just I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Because it just, I don't know, there don't exist words. There really don't exist words. Alright, but so the other things that we'll be checking, if an adv in was it monthly top? Am I naming are these the correct names? Yeah. Okay. Monthly top. Then again, we want to first check if an adv equals monthly top index 0. That is perhaps the highest on there. Oh! Good catch. You probably would have been staring at my face for quite some time. I don't even have an excuse. I had OBS up on screen. I just, I don't have an excuse. Thank you. Thank you for that as well. Alright, so yeah. If so player oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, I didn't, okay. Paste this here twice, and then this is 2, because 2 is monthly top, and that monthly top singular, and then 3 is monthly top plural. So yes. And then same deal. Actually, yeah, so I'll just copy and paste this whole thing. Because now we can check session for the exact same stuff. I wonder if months are automatic. I feel like months should be automatic, right? Because there's no button to reset month. So hopefully it does months automatically. I mean, that makes sense if it did that by the calendar. And it does have it does timestamp all this stuff. Or it seems to, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, wait. Does it just go by the timestamp of the data file, or like, oh, and there's weekly? Oh, there's weekly. There's also weekly. I'm completely overlooking weekly, you guys. So presumably that'll also go by the calendar? Wow. Alright, hold on. Let me retrofit weekly real quick before I... Am I forgetting anything else? There's the train, but that if I might do something with the train, but not first. So okay. Session, monthly, all time. Oh, 30 day. Wait, what? Wait, what's the difference between month and 30 day? What? I don't get how it keeps track of this stuff, because like for 30 day, like month makes enough sense, because month is like an actual time on the calendar. And then what's the rest of this business? Like how does it know when the 30 days are up? Like, did it just choose an oh, maybe its internal mechanisms have like an arbitrary 30-day number. Like maybe now is just arbitrarily the 17th day of the 30-day time, and so all across the world, like everyone's 30-day. Because I feel like if I'm doing monthly, I don't really need to do 30-day. I mean, technically that means like maybe 30-day is nice because, like the difference between like February and January. Like this is February, right? Yeah, February is 28 days. So maybe I should do 30-day instead of monthly. I could do weekly, 30-day, and all-time. Session, weekly, 30-day, and all-time. Or heck, I could do monthly too. Well, actually, no. Monthly might not work because, like, having monthly and 30-day wouldn't work because technically, sometimes. Oh yeah, yeah. But I guess like, I feel like that probably happens with So yeah, if dog. Sorry for. I don't have chat on screen anymore, so when I respond to something, sometimes I feel obligated to reiterate it. So if dog then says a month can be broken because if someone donates a lot on the 31st, tomorrow they lose their status. I feel like that would actually have to happen though with 30-day as well, because like none of this, like if I opened this file and like it had said like a date and then had said like like these numbers, then like, because like what. It's not keeping timestamps of the individual donation. So like how would it keep track of that stuff? Like does it keep track of that? That'd be maybe it does keep track of those things internally. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I should do okay. I mean like one thing that would just be nice in general with this program is that if it just had like docs anywhere. But yeah. Yeah, no, I guess that would make sense. I could try it. Yeah. All right. So maybe I should skip weekly. Maybe I should just cuz weekly I assume weekly is probably going to be like monthly. And like it's like cuz they probably would have called it 7-day instead of weekly if it worked like 30-day. So okay, so all right, so I won't add weekly. I'll replace monthly with 30-day, and hopefully it works that way. And if it doesn't work that way, then whatever. It's still at least more even than it's still at 30. I don't know. If it doesn't work that way, I might replace it with monthly, and maybe at that point I'd add in weekly. But no, yeah, I like for the exact reason if dog then says I do like I would like that better. So let's hope it works. Let's hope. I might even only change the data that gets read and just keep calling it monthly. Nah, because I can't ever imagine myself doing both monthly and 30-day. So all right, wait, hold on. No, I mean I can replace it easily enough. So all right. Yeah, actually, okay, so let's say, so I'm pretty sure this is the only reference to monthly in the entire script thus far, so, let's just replace monthly with 30-day. I don't think I usually use numbers in my variable names, but whatever. So 30-day, yeah. Doop-a-doop, doop-doop, doop-a-doop, doop, 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 doop. Yay, we did it. All right, cool. Well, I'm glad we covered that. Because that does sound cooler. So like, I guess it's like, yeah, so that's interesting. So like if someone donates like $4, and then 20 days later, someone donates $5, then that person becomes then that person would oust the other. Whereas, like, if it happened in the other order, then if it happened in the other order, someone donated $5, and then 20 days later, someone donated $4, the first person would retain their title, but then 10 days later, the $4 person would ascend, I think, if I understand correctly, they would basically, even though they hadn't redonated, like it was still referencing their donation from 10 days ago, they would become the top donor, I think. I don't know. That seems cool and sensible, I guess. I don't know. It's a little weird that you can get the title without being here when it happens. So you could hypothetically miss it completely. But it is still a more fair system than the other one. So, wait, what's this error? What are you complaining about? Oh, shut up! You think I can't say global and start with a number? Is that what you're complaining about? It literally... Alright, so I'm going to keep it... I'm going to keep it as monthly and just change the... Yeah, whatever. No. Does it really just not like that my variable names start with a number? Is that really what it's complaining about? Because, like, when I change that, it seems to stop complaining, so... Duh. Really? Invalid syntax? Really? 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 I could call it like day 30 or something. Or I could spell it like THIRTY. Ah, robble robble. Robble robble robble. Alright, well, like I said, I don't tend to use numbers in my variable name, so... I guess I do tend to... I will occasionally put a number at the end of a variable, if I have like two very similar variables. But, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll... That's annoying that I can't use the same naming convention. But like I said before, no, and I'm not going to call it monthly, so I'm just going to replace 30 with 30, the word 30. So in everything except for the place where we can't, because we can't change the name of these data files over here. So, alright, so replace 30 day with 30. And I'm probably going to forget that a lot, and I'm probably going to break it a lot by accident. Whatever. Alright, so not that one. That one stays. That one changes. 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 Change. 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 I guess those ones didn't have to change, but whatever. Change. 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 Stay. Okay. Alright, there we go. Are you happy now? That is trying to think of what type of like discrimination that would be, like numeralism or something. Okay, so but the rest of that stays the same, because we basically just swapped out those two things, and assuming the program can, assuming switch alerts can keep track of those correctly, then we should be golden. All right, so so the session top is not indexes 2 and 3; it's indexes 4 and 5. And last but not least, if oh. Yeah, you know what else I can do is I can just say, I can save myself a redundant check, because if a character's in the session top, then they have to be in the session list. So I can just say, I can add them in here, and then I can say else if, because if we already did that, then we don't have to check again. Wait. Oh no, wait, what do I want to do here? Oh, so no, I want to do this conditional backwards. Never mind. Kind of like I was doing the other conditionals backwards. I want to indent this stuff, because before I even check that, I want to say, Oh, wait. But this means that no, I shouldn't do it this way. No, I was gonna be clever and like save myself a minute, not a minute, but like save myself like a microsecond of like processing time. But yeah, because like the no, if the like I don't have to worry personally about the uh, session. Wait, what's it called? Session. I don't even remember what it was called. The big session list, the session list with session donators. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that list getting longer than 25 probably, but that's not a good excuse uh, to make it so it just flagrantly doesn't work. So in the last if and in session donators, then we got the last one. All right, cool. Save that. So yeah, the other thing actually would be fairly straightforward. It would just be like, oh yeah, to accommodate the longer session list. It's really simple actually. All I have to say is if karma, if karma list. I mean, again, I don't have to worry about it personally, but I don't know. If karma list 6 in the player's karma list, like basically the idea is that it just doesn't leave. So then oh, but we can't put it. No, we can't put it at the bottom of the list because it'd be in the wrong draw order. Yeah. All right, whatever. Oh, oops, no. Yeah, I was gonna say instead of wiping it clean, we could just wipe it back to. We could just wipe it back to only containing karma list 6, but we do want to preserve that order, so I won't do that. If I do want to add that in later, like if it becomes relevant, I'll just make note that this that this should evaluate to true and make it say like if NADV in session donators or like whatever that other value that I kept track of was. Yeah. Yeah. So oh yeah, DQ is not a thing yet. Yeah. So the reason I didn't make it a thing yet was that I remembered to make it a thing later, specifically because in order to make it a thing that works, like I can make it a thing really easily, but in order to make it a thing that works, I want to. Good job, Steely. In order to make it a thing that works, I will want to do what? I want to yeah, the place where, so right now I'm wiping out these lists before I even bother to check stuff. So what do I want to do there? Basically, yeah. So if okay, so instead of session donators equaling 0 here, let's say like new list equals that, and then new list gets whatever new list. So then we can check. So for yeah, actually we can just do it while we're looping over lines. We can say if li not in session donators, then that means they're new to this list. So if li not in session donators, that is a scenario wherein we want to queue them up. QM up. QM up. Oh, I want to use Q for this. Yeah, that Q thing that I realized I didn't need to use for leveling up. I do want to use it for this. So yeah. So we'll want to basically do this. So what was it? So if li not in session donate, or I don't know why I tried to index that. Not in session donators, we will want to say dq append li, etc., etc. And player dict li. Oh, player dict. Actually, no, we're not guaranteed. Oh yeah, no. So if li not in session donators and li in player dictionary dot keys, or yeah, or player dict, excuse me, keys. Then we will queue them up, and it'll be the dq. Hey Drew Angus, how's it going? Welcome. Yes, I have a lot of lines of code. I'm going for the world record. I just I mean, like, it's basically the only difference is like horizontal organization versus vertical organization, right? Like if I had them in multiple tabs, I would just have to click between multiple tabs, and it would be like they were all lined up like horizontally. Or actually, in some ways, it kind of like they'd be lined up like depth wise. I just stack it vertically because I like scroll bars, I guess. Yeah, whatever. dq.append name. Yes. And then, so then the last thing is after we are done looping over this stuff, we will say session donators equals new list. Yes. And yeah, that'll be the way we can parse that with not much difficulty. So it would be how do I find anything? This script and I are we're just very well acquainted. Like here, for example, hold on, let me, I'm going to grab the scroll bar, I'm going to cover up my eyes, and I'm going to scroll to a random place in the script, and when we get there, I'll explain to you what that part of the script does. So, I've tried to do this before, but it was hard because I accidentally scrolled to a boring spot. This is the part where we load in environment data. See, if I scroll up a little bit, it's going to say load data. And right, so it says load data right here. And if I scroll up a little bit more, it's going to say class environment. Hey, look, class environment. So yeah, I don't know. I just know my codes. I wrote all of it, right? So if anyone should understand it, it should be me. All right, so yeah, all right. So now I just do basically that same thing. For each of these too. So again, session top will be new list instead, and then new list will get all the fun appendages. When you append something, it is an appendage. Huh. Once upon a time, I did not have arms or legs, but they were appended to me. Perhaps. Perhaps. All right. So, I had my eyes closed. You probably saw. I was just scrubbing up and down. Because, yeah, if I scrub to the very bottom, I can tell you what's at the very bottom of the script. At the very bottom of the script is the part that updates this secret control panel. When a live event is running, this control panel tallies the... It basically takes a running, like every 10 seconds, it will check again. It'll check the current state of the votes, and it will put together this list, which tells me that 3 people have chosen console for a combined total of 938 influence. 2 people have chosen ship for a combined total of 200. So, yeah, so it's not about how far you scroll in code. It's about, I can keep doing this. Like, here, can come up with a line number, anything between 0 and 2,492. We're almost to 2,500. And then I'll tell you what happens there. And I'll do I have like a jump to line number thing? Because I won't even like get context cues. I'll just go to line. Yeah, look, I have go to line. So with 0 context cues, I'll just go right there. And no, my mouse has well, for one thing, my eyes were closed, and so the fact that you think that I literally have that much sensitivity just on like the positioning of my hand relative to my desk space. Thank you. I don't have that much awareness. But also my mouse has acceleration on. And so the reason I was scrolling slow sometimes and fast sometimes was specifically to trick out the acceleration so that I wouldn't even be able to keep mental track of how much acceleration had been applied to it. So, all right, 1726. This is the part where we add players to the parade. So like the popping of the JQs and the LQs, that is because I lied. This is the part where this, I mean, it involves the parade. I can see that it involves the parade. But actually, no. What is this? This is P-pop. No, this is when we exit players from the parade. Pardon. When we exit players from the parade, it's possible that it's time for them to get tacked back onto the parade for another reason. So, for example, if they're marching across the screen, but then they leveled up, we never switch the graphics just instantaneously. Like, no one walking across the screen just suddenly gets like the level up bursts. So, for example, the reason we're checking here, so what we check here is if the player has leveled up. So we just took them off the parade because they made it to the other end. We check if they've leveled up, and if they've leveled up and they haven't, and their name tag hasn't been displayed yet, we put them right back on the list. And then we do the same thing if they haven't taken an action. Do we? Oh no, actually no. Actions are different because actions get different because we know when actions happen. Actions happen right at the end of an event. Like, the action queue is the queue when players had taken an action, and that happens right at the end of the event, so we don't have to worry about... Oh, no, we do requeue them. Oh, yeah, we didn't used to requeue them, but then the passive system, like the Six Adventures Caught a Really Big Fish, that can happen at any time. So, yeah, so we do requeue them for that purpose either. So, yeah. And we'll have to come back to this section in not long, because we'll have to do the same thing for the DQ. Yes, we will. In fact, I could have done it while I was there, but I was in the middle of fixing this. Okay, so now new list. No, I guess I hadn't done it yet, but I think I had this on my clipboard when I moved last time. Huh, that's funny. I thought I'd pasted it, but I guess not. Okay. Oh, I don't have to do most recent here. I'm basically getting rid of most recent for now. I don't have to worry about most recent, because like we talked about before, it has to change pretty fundamentally. 1726, alright. Thank you, True Evanicus. That was very, very topical and helpful. I honestly might not have remembered to do that, so thank you. Alright, so, okay, except, yeah, we're not checking session donators now. We're just checking, here we're checking, session top, right? Session top. Yes. And then, as before, we set, session, top equals, new list. Yarsh. Yes. Oh, and the Q thing. No, I'm setting the Q thing. Right. Oh, except I'm not setting it correctly. Yeah, no, I'm not setting it correctly at all. Because this isn't supposed to be name. This is supposed to be LI. That would have been nice and fun, and it wouldn't have worked, and I would have not figured out why. Alright, that's better. Alright. So once again... Twice again, actually, but first things first. 30-day top. So yeah, we'll put this here. We'll also do the new list thing. New list. New list. And then 30-day. 30-day. One word. I mean, all time is 2 words, so 30-day probably should have been 2 words, but it's not how they did it. They did it as 30-day 1 word, so whatever. And then, yeah, so 30-day top equals new list. That's the twist ending. The dramatic conclusion. So, yeah. And then, once more. Actually, no, I guess I can copy, like, this whole chunk and replace this whole chunk. But I still have to replace this with all-time top. All-time top. And then this as well. All-time top. Time spelled correctly. Alright. Cool. Cool. So yeah, I haven't rerun the script at all today. I have no clue what's gonna happen when I rerun the script. Yeah. That'll be fun. But I'm almost done with this, I think. Did I? I mean, I still have to make DQ a thing, but I think I did everything here that I need to do. I added this whole chunk in. And so 1726. Let's go there again. Oh yeah, I have to actually like blit the stuff. And then I need to fabricate the files themselves. So yeah. Just to test that it's working, I'll probably make really like crummy files that just look all like spastic and weird. Sorry, where I'm from, spastic means clumsy, but I do know, like, I'm aware of the fact that it means something more cruel in other locations. I just I never remember it in time not to say it, so I apologize if anyone was offended by that. And in general, I'm probably sorry if I offend people, because that's an example of phrase of like a word that I know is like means something in a different context, but I'm sure I use a ton of words that mean things in different contexts, and so I apologize for using those a lot, because yeah, I might be a jerk without even knowing it. In fact, I almost certainly am. Statistically speaking, I'm almost certainly a jerk. Oh yeah, how do I check if they have to go back into the DQ? Yeah. Oh. Huh. So maybe I should use a different value than other than maybe I should use a different value other than Q. Because Q is very much for like centered around name tags. Misspell. I think I I think I kind of do something similar to that, Trovanicus, misspelling every word. Oh, wait, that isn't. Yeah. I do one better. I misspell the words that are in language and standard library as well. I just misspell pretty much everything all the time, which is why you see me type things out like 4 times before I actually type it correctly. Yeah, okay, so I was using the Q value. I think I want to use a different value. Because, like, Q used to basically mean, like, name tag Q. Because, like, the previous reason that we were putting people in the queue, and the reason the level... Yeah, right. So the reason, like, level up doesn't use Q is because level up is the first time that we're putting the player in the queue for a reason other than just specifically to show their name tag. We are actually showing that that those other special effects, like for the level up stuff as well. So yeah, so I was on the right track in that we want to track something here, but not this. So let's